Good morning. Happy Saturday. Saturday? Yeah, it is Saturday. Uh, what's what's going on? Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's staying warm. It is this winter weather has been crazy. We're actually getting snow here in South Carolina. Well, I'm looking outside right now. It's a little flurries, but we're supposed to get a couple inches of snow, which is really kind of crazy for South Carolina because they don't normally get snow. So yeah, and I know, the whole like East Coast and I know like Midwest, and it's just been the weather's been crazy. I was talking to my mom, who's still in New York, Long Island. They were at like single digits this week, wind chills like below zero. So kind of crazy weather everywhere. So hopefully everybody's staying warm, staying safe. We're probably just hanging around home this weekend because there's no sense going out and risking sliding around in any snow. And that's the thing in South Carolina, they're not really prepared for it because why would they be? Because they don't get it that often, so they don't really have the equipment to deal with it. So you just kind of have to stay off the road. So, but yeah, that's what's going on so far. This I know even my daughter's in Orlando, and I know like they've been getting down into the 30s at night. Kind of crazy. But let's check in with the chat. Mike is here. Well, we got Mike and Mike. Otaku Mike and Evil's Comics. Mike, hope you guys are doing well. Naman's here. Good morning, Naman. Hope you're doing well. He's been live streaming a lot in the evenings, or a little late for me during the week because I get up early for work. But I usually go to bed before some of those streams start. Hey, surfers here. I know Hawaii is having good weather. If there's one spot that's having good weather, it's definitely in Hawaii. Joe is here, driving and listening. Thank you, Joe. Yeah, hung out with Joe last night. Joe did a members only stream. Part of his membership, he does donates all of his members anything he gets from the revenue from the channel to a bunch of great charities. So glad to be a part of that. Got to hang out. He gave away some members only prizes too to some of the members. So that was good to see. There's Mr. McGroovy's here. Got to hang out with him a couple weeks ago, but he premiered our interview this past Wednesday. So definitely going to check that out. I'm gonna shout that out a little bit. Surfer, let's see. Phil is here. Good morning, Phil. Welcome to Costco. I love you. My son is actually working. My son works at Costco too. My wife works there. My son works there. And my son, with the weather, they were like, oh, well, they're going to open or close. And so he's actually, Costco will be open today, at least in South Carolina. For how long, I don't know. But let's see, everybody's saying good morning to everybody. And Phil, and good to see Phil and Roscoe back. Drawing show on Monday evenings, 8:30. I think every other week. They're having guests come on and doing some drawing. And then Roscoe's been doing some late night Roscoe as well. So that's good to see. Comic Mike. We've got all the mics here today. Otaku Mike, Comic Mike, Evil's Comics. All the mics hanging out. I like it. We've got there's Naman. Oh, JSS is here. And we've got a super chat. Now, this is interesting because I'm using Restream. And so this is the first super chat I've seen through there. So it doesn't really good snow morning. Yeah, I know JSS has been messaging me on and off. So they've had some crazy weather in the DC area too. But yeah, thank you for the super chat. Let's see. Let's see. I guess that was a short clip. But thank you for that. Let's see. Checking in. But yeah, a couple things to get to today. We've got. I want to show off some books. Nerdy Geeks. Good morning. The Collector P is here. Good morning. Hope everybody is doing well. Big Nasty Rich is here. I know Rich and Chunko have their show tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern. They do a live stream. Wellbore, yeah, let's stop talking about the weather now that Wellbore's in the room. Just waiting for a tractor. But yeah, I hope everybody's doing well. Yeah, I don't want to keep talking about the weather because I think it's the winter, right? Winter blues, right? We get into that, it's cold out, you're stuck inside. So, but I do have some shout outs that I want to do, but I also want to shout out all of the channel members. We had a couple new additions to the channel members. Really appreciate that. So go down the list here, Cat Fan Comics Man. And I wanted to mention Cat Fan's got some stuff going on. He posted, if you didn't know, he's got some stuff going on with his home, and he's got to move, and he doesn't have a lot of time. So definitely send out some prayers to Cat Fan. Maybe send him a message. He posted all of the details. I don't want to, go into all of his personal stuff, but he posted in his community tab of what's going on. So I really feel bad for him. He's got a lot going on in a short period of time. So Cat Fan, hope you're doing well. Terry, Deadman Comic Cover Show. Terry was hanging out with Joe last night on the members only stream. That was good to see Terry. Bruce, Kingdom of Nerds, always. I can't keep up with Bruce. He's always doing something live, premiering videos. Raph Retro Comics, got to check his channel out. Drops a informative video every Sunday. Just a great information in his videos. I feel like I'm always learning something. Naman, Comic Bookworm, who's here in the chat hanging out. He's been doing some live streams, doing some artwork, talking about some of the stuff going on out in the world. And it's always enjoyable. Always like to hear Naman's opinion on things because he has a unique opinion, being, coming to this country. So always interesting to hear what Naman has to say. I love his walk and talk videos that he does. So definitely go check out the Bookworm. S. Vaughn 82. It's been a minute. I don't know where Scotty is. He got to see him at Heroes Con last year in June, and then he's kind of been on a break from his channel. Haven't seen him at all. Pinged him on Instagram. Haven't heard from him. So, but Scott, I hope you're doing well. Hope everything is going well. I know he's been posting a little bit here on, like I said, on Instagram. Posting some books, picking up some books. So I know he's still active, but haven't, at least collecting wise, but haven't seen him at all. Dave's still only 35 cents all the way from Australia. Hope he's doing well. I haven't really caught up with him recently too. I know he had some theft in his storage. I don't want to say locker, storage unit, but hopefully that he got some information on that. I got to kind of check in and see where he's at with that. Matt Likes Comics. He'll be live tomorrow, I think, the Sunday Superman show he's got going on. So definitely go check out Matt. Philtastic Comics and Art. Phil's kind of on a little bit of a break. He had a new addition to the family, so he's got 3 little ones that are his priority. Dave's Ideas and Creations. Great. Dave does everything over there. Comic books, action figures, Legos. You definitely got to go check him out. I know he dropped a video earlier today. I got to go check it out. And then Mr. McGroovy, who I got to sit down with this past week. And he's got a great series of interviews. You got to go check them out. I think I've discovered at least 2, maybe 3 new channels just through his interviews. And let me see. Let me do it this way so we don't block Joe and Anachronic Comics. Last but not least, Joe, Anachronic Comics. So Joe's got a great channel, and consider his memberships. Like I said, he donates all of his channel revenue to Tunnel of Towers, St. Jude's. So definitely 2 great charities that help children with cancer and our veterans. So definitely go check that out. So definitely wanted to highlight all the channel members, and again, thank you for your membership. I do have just ordered new channel stickers, so I'll be getting them in the next couple weeks, and then be getting them sent out to all the channel members for the new year. So looking forward to getting those out in the mail. But yeah, wanted to just kind of take a moment to recognize the all the channel members. So checking out. Let me see, just making sure I'm not missing anybody in the chat. Let's see. All right, we know Wellbore's still waiting on the tractor. JSS dropping links. Thank you. Yeah, Roscoe. He's got his 2 shows going on. Casino's here. We have another Mike. Casino Comics. I'm telling you, we've got all the mics here this morning. I like it. Nate is here too. Nate was playing some Marvel Rivals last night. All right, there's Rich and Chunko's live stream for tonight. John is here. Yeah, you California guys. Yeah, you West Coast guys. You can't really, maybe the smog, maybe that gets you down every once in a while, but that's about it, right? I keep the weather app on my phone. I have a lot of places, where I know I have family or friends that live in a place, or places we've visited, and looking at like Niagara Falls, and it's 0 degrees, and then I look at some of the West Coast places, and it's like 60, and then I was looking at some of the Hawaii places we were last year, and it was like 70. So yeah, not that can get you depressed. Let's see what he's saying. Good morning. Did I see Madam in the chat? Did I miss Madam? Let's see. Yeah, Joe's got a great channel. Definitely go check out Joe. And there's Terry. Mentioned him earlier, and he was hanging out last night. Oh boy, Joe's at Phil. Joe's at Costco. Oh, on a Saturday, that's the worst. A work meeting on a Saturday, but Casino Comics does work at a casino, so they never sleep over there. Let's see. Making sure I'm not missing anybody in the chat. Think I'm caught up. It's a weather tax. Yeah. Well, my in-laws moved from Central Coast of California a couple years ago to South Carolina, and they're like, "What did we do?" I mean, for the most part, the weather's good. We've had this unusual cold weather for like the last 10 days, but like I said, it's the whole East Coast is having the crazy weather. So. Never sleep. Yeah. I like to, I'm usually up early during the week. So the weekends I try to sleep in a little bit, but sleeping in for me is like 7:30, because I'm up at like 5:15 during the week for work. And, so extra 2 hours is like unbelievable. So. Just got here, shut down. We got just a little bit of flurries this morning. We're supposed to get some snow. We're supposed to get like a couple inches of snow, but yeah, just so far, just a little flurries. So, but heroes and videos. I almost said heroes and villains. Have to check out your channel. Not sure if I'm familiar. Mike saying hello, but yeah. So let's we did our shout outs or our membership shout outs, but I do have a couple other things I want to get to today. Let's see what else are we talking about? So members, and yeah, let's do our shout outs as well. Got a couple video upcoming shows and stuff that I wanted to shout out. So let me add it. Where is it? So tomorrow night over on SideQuest Comics, they are doing a show, art scribble show, and the Stevie D cover challenge. So Steve Driscoll, Stevie D, is a budding artist, and he came up with a character, Ray Gun Rachel. So basically a character that he created, and he's getting together with a bunch of some other artists in the community. You got Adam, you've got SideQuest, you've got obviously Stevie D, you've got Rich, and they're gonna each do their own rendition of Steve's character, Ray Gun Rachel. So that is tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern. So Sunday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. So wanted to shout that stream out. Steve always sends me, almost daily sends me some art that he's working on. So on Instagram, he sends me a message and sends over some of his art. So definitely wanted to highlight that. Always, any of the drawing shows, like Roscoe, Rod the Rican used to do Lame or Frame, the drawing shows, and just seeing how the talent within the community is always fun to see. So wanted to shout that stream out. Definitely go check that out. And then we mentioned, and he's hanging out in the chat, Mr. McGroovy. Definitely go check out his channel. Oh, and I'm just seeing it, 101 subs. He just hit the 100 sub mark. But he's got this great series, People with Issues, and I was the guest for episode 13. So he's got 12 other shows, and like Lee, so he issue 12, or episode 12, I should say. Episode 12 was with Lee. Lee was new to me, great guy, great collector, so that was interesting. Martin from Australia, he's been on my radar for a while. We had Robbie Joseph on. Robbie's got an incredible collection. So yeah, you definitely got to go check out. Terry was on. That was a great. Adam was on. That was a funny episode. So definitely got to go check out Mr. McGroovy and his People with Issues series of interviews with the comic book community. And then he does a sidebar video as well, where he's kind of showing off what he's picking up, or what's going on in his collection as well. So definitely got to go check out Mr. McGroovy. So those were my my shout outs for this week. Let me see. JSS dropping links. Appreciate that. Heroes Con, yes. Got my ticket, got my hotel. So I'm all set. I'm going to be coming in for Heroes Con on Thursday. Show starts Friday, but I'll be there Thursday, pick up my ticket so I can hit the ground running on Friday. So if anybody's planning on coming in early, well, hopefully we can get together maybe Thursday night, go grab some dinner. Wow, that's unusual because Mike is usually in Colorado. Last year Mike was, it was like October and Mike was getting snow. So that's crazy. Yeah. When you just kind of first look at it, you're like, oh, heroes and villains. No, Heroes and Videos. All right, good news. We have a tractor update. Let's see. Yeah, it's great. I love seeing Stevie D's artwork. Like I said, he sends them on Instagram, and he's just getting, he's drawing every day, and he's just getting better and getting better and better. So it's really really cool to see. Oh, let's see. There he is. Maybe I missed Just Your Average Geeks. Dave, good morning. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. Yeah, 100 subs. Good stuff. That's like the toughest milestone, right? That first 100 to kind of just get your name out there and kind of get some traction and figure out what you want to do. But then, once you kind of do that, then it kind of things get rolling. Oh no, Nate's missing it. Yeah, I mean, I guess the good thing, and I know there's, the guests, people kind of, people that attend change every year, but I think the show's been going on since I think the 80s. So it's not going anywhere for sure. So we can see you in 2027. And I heard too, I think I mentioned it last week on the live stream that we were talking about heroes, and somebody mentioned Rob Fatstacks wasn't going to attend, which was I didn't know. So Rob has done a bunch of meetups. He coordinated some meetups the last couple of years. So yeah. Yeah, appreciate that. Yeah, hopefully everybody subs up, everybody. And that's the thing. Steve's here. Good morning, Steve. I think I might have missed you earlier. Oh, maybe not. Maybe that's your good morning right there. But yeah, I've been super busy at work, so I really haven't been able to watch as much content as I typically do. But to be quite honest, it's been nice to have a little bit of a break because you do get a little burnt out. You're making your own content. I'm making my own content. I'm going to the comic shop at least once a week. And then, all the new comic book day videos and just sometimes it can be a lot. And you're like, I just kind of need a break, or, I just don't want to, there's sometimes I watch people that are picking up books that I'm really not interested in. And so, it's good to kind of just take a step back and maybe reset or go watch maybe some new channels that you haven't watched, or go revisit channels that you haven't been to in a while. So I've been taking a little bit of a breather from watching so much content. So if you don't see me around as much, that's kind of why. But super busy at work, and a lot of times at work, I'll just kind of throw videos on in the background and kind of listen in while I'm doing other things. But I haven't really even been able to do that. So, yeah. So if you don't see me in your video hanging around or making a comment, that's why. But trying to pop in on some live streams and say hello to everybody. So Roscoe's here. Good morning, Roscoe. Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely have to have the good. And today is my wife's birthday. It's Mrs. LCS's birthday. So after this, I'll be probably MIA. We're not really going anywhere because of the crazy weather, but I got to bake her a cake, and I got to cook dinner and stuff tonight. So I'll be hanging out with the wife most of the day. So, but yeah, we were trying to figure out what we were going to do for her birthday, and then the weather happened. So we're staying home. Barry's here. Good morning, Barry. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. Let's see. What else did we want to talk about? I put these notes together so that I don't forget. Wonder Man. So let's talk Wonder Man. Wonder Man dropped this past week, I think Tuesday, on Disney Plus. All 8 episodes, the entire season. I don't think there's going to be a season 2, but I was able to watch it. I basically watched, I think Tuesday I watched the first 2 episodes. Then I basically watched it a couple episodes every night this week and finished it. And it was really good. I mean, it's definitely different. It's a different type of Marvel series. It's not your, straight into the superhero stuff. It's more, kind of drama, character driven. There's some familiar. I don't know who's watched it, who hasn't, but I don't want to spoil it too much. But it's character driven. We bring some characters, or at least one character back that we've seen before in the MCU, and it was really good, and it was kind of a different take on the superhero stuff. There is a little bit of superheroing going on in the series, but that's not the focus of the show. So I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really well done. There is one episode that's kind of like explains kind of something they mention in the episode. In one of the episodes they mention a certain character, and there's kind of like a sidebar episode. Sidebar, see what I did there, Mr. McGroovy? But that was done well, so that was good. So yeah, definitely worth checking out. Thank you for everybody with the birthday wishes for the missus. I do. I could. The barbecue is, on our patio, which is covered, so I could get out there and barbecue if I need to. I'm not sure what. I have to find out. I have to ask what the missus would like me to cook. So, so yeah, the least I can do, right? I mean, she is a much better cook than I, so she does a lot of the cooking, but I'll certainly try my best. So yeah, that's and I was thinking about that. Like I'm almost 5 years on April will be 5 years on YouTube for me creating content and watching content for the same amount of time. And so it has definitely got repetitive. And like I said, I love New Comic Book Day. I love going to pick up my books. I'm going to show some of the books I picked up this week. But watching everybody over and over again showing off their books they just picked up is a little repetitive because, like I said, I'm looking at before I go into the shop on Monday or Tuesday, I'm looking at League of Comic Geeks to see what's coming out, what I'm picking up. Then I'm in the shop, browsing all the new books. Then I come home and read my books, and so it's like watching that same stuff on YouTube is like, it's kind of old at that point because I've seen it in person, I've read it in person, so yeah, it kind of gets it kind of really gets boring. So Coco's here. Good morning. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I got sidetracked. We were talking. You guys sidetrack me. Stop making thoughtful comments, please. No, just kidding. Just kidding. But yeah, Wonder Man, I would definitely check it out if you can watch it. If you're on Disney Plus, definitely, it's definitely worth watching. But be prepared. It's not like I said, it's not your typical superhero thing. It's going to be more character driven. And I liked it. I thought it was a nice change of pace. We kind of saw that with the Thunderbolts last year, kind of a different storyline, different way of Marvel doing things. So maybe they're starting to realize that they can't just, do the same thing over and over again, kind of have that formula that people have been talking about in some of their movies. So, yeah, definitely go check out Wonder Man. Thought it was well acted. Production, looked good. Like I said, it really wasn't a lot of superhero type things. So the special effects, there wasn't like a crazy amount of special effects, but any of the special effects CGI type stuff looked really good. So definitely worth checking out if you if you haven't or kind of curious about it. I would definitely go check it out. The other show that I'm drawing a blank. It's on Prime. My son was telling me, I guess season 2 just came out. Why am I drawing a blank on It's based on a video game. Geez, I'm drawing a blank on it, but that's going to be one of the next shows that we watch. Prime Video series. I forget. I can't find it. I haven't watched Reacher yet. That's something I want to watch. Fallout. I haven't watched that yet, but I hear that is really good. So that's one of the things I want to try to watch next is Fallout. So The Beauty, is that the one with Ashton Kutcher or Demi Moore? Is that what I'm thinking? Let's see. Yes. Yes. Yeah. No, it's a gas grill, so it's we're pretty self-contained with the flames there. So, and I try to keep the grill clean so you don't get that big spark up, right? All right, let's catch up. 80s guys here. Let's catch up with the chat. 80s guy, you got to watch his live stream. If you want to see a nice, snowy backdrop of in New York, definitely go check out 80s guy live stream that he does, the live camera. So pretty cool. But let me see. Let me catch up on everybody's chat here. Yeah, that was the good thing about Wonder Man, that it was 30-minute episodes. It wasn't like 45, 50 hour long. So definitely very, like I said, I watched it Tuesday through Thursday, basically watched a couple episodes every night, and we finished the 8 episodes in 3 days, basically. So there we go. Everybody's telling me as I found it, Fallout. Yeah. So that's next on my list. All of my kids have told me they're like, Fallout's really good. So I definitely want to go watch that. Is there a Tomb Raider series? So we're back, play a game. Oh, cool. Yeah. I haven't. Did I play Fallout? I'm trying to remember if I played Fallout. I don't remember if I did. Okay, Beauty is with no Demi. Okay, as Ashton. No, for some reason, maybe I'm confusing. I thought there was a show where there was something with Demi Moore and like modeling or plastic surgery or something going on. All right, so yeah, looks like everybody's saying, "Oh, The Substance." Okay, yeah, I knew there was like 2 different shows. I was funny. I think I was watching Legion's channel yesterday, and he mentioned Wonder Man. Wonder Man was a Disney Plus show that should have been on Apple TV, if that makes sense. I guess it kind of had Apple TV vibes, like it was an Apple TV show, but it was a Disney, Marvel Disney Plus show, if that makes sense. But I was like, oh, okay, maybe that's a good way to maybe that's a good way to explain it. Destiny 2. Yeah, Destiny was a good game. Yeah. There is basically anywhere on the East Coast is not very good weather right now. Yeah. And that was what I was talking about. That's the kind of the sidebar episode, the Doorman, that kind of explains something that's going on throughout the series. And yeah, that was funny. That was good. Ding dong. TM Nerdy. Good morning, sir. Hope you are doing well. Demi's and Landman too. Man, I got to catch up on some shows. I've been watching way too much YouTube. I got to watch some streaming shows. I've missed. I've heard Landman is really good. But I haven't watched that yet. I don't know. I just can't seem to. I'm amazed at like Legion of Comics. He seems to watch. He doesn't watch a lot of YouTube, to be fair. Not anybody else's. He does his own, but he watches a ton of streaming content, which I'm like, I don't know. I don't know how I can squeeze that all in. Um, all right, let's see. What else? We wanted to talk Wonder Man. What else did I have on my topics here? Wonder Man. Miles Morales. Yeah, let's talk Miles because I had no idea. And here, let me show you some of the books I picked up this week. So Miles was one of them, and I had no idea. Um, I had no idea that this was the last issue. So when I picked it up, it's a little kind of oversized. It's maybe like 40 pages. And this is the last issue of this run. Cody Ziegler has been the writer on this, since the beginning. He did 1 through 42, and this is the last issue. They're basically stopping this run. And after I found that out, I went to look to see if there was any information. Were they rebooting it? Were they bringing on another creative team? But as I know right now, unless somebody else knows in the chat, this is done for now, and there's no new series. I think he's going to be tied into some of the Ultimate Universe stuff. But so yeah, I was kind of surprised, and this kind of wrapped up some of the storyline. We actually have Amazing Spider-Man is in this, so he's back on Earth. In the Amazing Spider-Man book, he's been not around and out in space. Let me see, where is he? So he's here with one of his new costumes that he picked up from space. So, but yeah, I knew nothing. I knew nothing about that. We got a lot of people hanging out with us this morning. Appreciate everybody being here. Enzo. So that was kind of a surprise that it was just ending. Yeah, I think they've, I think there's some tie-in because I think they said there's going to be some other Ultimate book that's coming out in like April or May. I think April. So I think they might have said it in the back. Let's see, did they? Yeah, look, and there's a Wonder Man. I guess they're bringing a Wonder Man book out. Let me see. Did they say? No. So I don't know. Yeah, that was just a little bit of a surprise when picking up my books this week. I picked up the Amazing Spider-Man Annual. This kind of there's a character in here that they have shown before in like some of the annuals. It's been a little bit of a while, so not really, kind of out of continuity of what's happening. And then there was a little short story at the end that kind of ties into some of the things that are happening in ASM. Absolute Batman. This is what, issue 16. Dope is in the house. What is up, Dope? Good to see you. Okay, yeah, major player in the Ultimate books. Figured that would be in his new title. Yeah, I didn't really hear much about it, but maybe I just wasn't paying attention to the news, so I was a little bit surprised on the Miles stuff. But yeah, I guess we'll see. I can't see. I really kind of had the idea that the Miles book was selling pretty well, so I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm sure Marvel must have a plan, whether it's a good plan or not. We'll see. Yeah, this. So I got a question for you guys. So I've been collecting. So I picked up Absolute Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman issues 1 when they came out. I don't really care for Wonder Woman or Superman, so I really liked Absolute Batman, and I stuck with it. But have you seen what the secondary market is paying for the Absolute Batman run right now? So we're 16 books in. There was an Arkham M special and an annual. So what have you got? 18 books. So probably $5 a book. So I'm about $90 in the whole run. And this run of the 19 books, or just maybe even just the absolute main, 1 through 16, is selling for like well over $500 on eBay. And I'm like, for a modern book, do I just sell it? Do I flip it? Because I don't know. I can't see it retaining that high of a value. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I just should I flip it? Should I sell it? And then I'm like, I'll take the $500 and go buy an ASM, key with that kind of money. I was like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I enjoy the story. I definitely want to keep reading it, but I mean, to just have it sitting in my long box or short box, and where I can turn that into an ASM key, I'm like, well, maybe I should do it. So yeah, absolutely crazy. Like I think DJ Links did a video earlier in the week, and he flipped his books, and he sold the Absolute Batman run for like $560 on eBay, which is crazy. Flip, sell. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because I can't imagine that is going to stay at that value. But I considered Ultimate Spider-Man, the current Ultimate Spider-Man issue number one, that has still held its value. I think it's still like a $70 book, $80 book, which is still kind of crazy to me. But the Batman one, I'm like, I think I'll just sell and pick up the trade and be done with it. So everybody's saying flip, flip. Okay, I think I got my answer. I think I saw them badges. Oh wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, it's a fun story. Like, I enjoy the kind of some of the best stories I've read over the last couple of years have been really kind of, out of main continuity. Avengers Twilight. There was a crossover with Aliens and Avengers. Cold Day in Hell, which was kind of a futuristic Daredevil. The Absolute Batman has been one of my just fun. It's been a fun read. So um, there you go. Everybody's saying flip. All right. Yeah. Yeah. And I have like 3,800 books, and I think I have a lot. And I hear others, who have three times the amount, and I'm like, man, I don't know how you do it with all the space. I have to rearrange the room. I got to get another shelving unit. I just bought a bunch of bags and boards in bulk from BCW. I bought 1,000 boards, because I was looking at it, was much cheaper just to buy them in bulk. So it's just like the other stuff around, just not picking up the books and reading them, can get crazy. So all right, Mike says I should sell too. Yes, yeah, I know. I mean, it definitely absolute FOMO. All right, I think everybody's telling me what to do. Let's see. Durs, I gotta go. I gotta sell them on Whatnot. Durs, hope you're doing well. Yeah, so crazy. Yeah, I just, like I said, I've had fun reading it. It's been fun, but when I saw the amount of money it's going for, I was like, maybe it is time to sell. Um, Red. This is Punisher Red Band. I didn't read this yet. I gotta actually break it out of the poly bag. This has been okay. I mean, the only reason why it's Red Band, it's a little, bloody, a little violent. So sold my cover A, signed and remarked. Oh, wow, that's crazy. That's crazy for just a single issue. Wow. And I actually have one of the variant covers of issue one, which I can keep. So um, I have, and I typically collect the A covers. So I have all of the A covers of 1 through 16 Absolute Batman. So I'm sure people will be interested in that. Let's see. And so, yeah, there's a couple other books I picked up. Um, Getting close on finishing up the Web of Spider-Man run. So this is issue 31. newsstand, Craven's Last Hunt. There was a $20 sticker. I actually picked this up on eBay, and I bought all of these books from the same seller, and I think I paid like 45 shipped with all of these books. So I definitely did not pay 20 on that one. But part of Craven's Last Hunt storyline, which is one of my favorite storylines. So got that, and then got some. Do I have these in order? No, not in order, but here, we'll put them in order. Some Team Up. So I have one book. I am one book away. One book away from completing the Team Up run. So, comics fan, hope you're doing well. Let's see what John. Yeah, right. That was, I mean, it's definitely, the Red Band is more, like I said, it's just more violent, more bloody. But yeah, I don't know if it really adds anything to the book. I mean, obviously, when you think of Punisher, he's going to be, he's going to be violent, right? So, Nerdy G, have a good one. Manny's here. Good morning, Manny. Hope you're doing well, Manny. Just in time because we're talking Marvel Team Up. So, so this is issue 11. One of the ones I need. So I am with these three. I am one book away. So Marvel Team Up, Spider-Man and Red Sonja, and that is issue 79. I think that may have been. I think this is the first time they teamed up, or I know there's some key element of that book. And then 97, Marvel Team Up, Hulk and Spider-Woman. Oh, I didn't even realize Spider-Man wasn't in that one. But okay, yeah, that's happened in a number of times in the series where he's not. Spider-Man's actually not in the book. So there you go. Everybody taking stock on their absolute Batman. Let's see. Yeah, like I said, I don't really feel you catfishing. It doesn't really feel like it's added. I kind of, when you pick up a Punisher book, you kind of expect it to be violent. So I don't know, maybe the extra gore, but I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's that over the top. So. Crazy. Wow. It's gotten absolute bad. Why has that? I mean, it's like I said, the story's been good. Is it Snyder's history with it? Or like, I don't understand why all of a sudden now 15, I guess because they're reintroducing all of the rogue gallery, all of the villains um, in the absolute universe. Is that it? Like, I mean, it's been cool to see a reimagined, Joker and some of the villains, but I don't know. I guess that's it. So yeah, right. And two, that reminds me, thinking about the artwork. Right, we had Sal Buscema pass away, and I didn't get a chance. I was going to pull some of my Spectacular Spider-Man, but he passed away this past week. And I loved his work. He was a big, did a lot of Spectacular Spider-Man, just solid artwork, classic artwork, classic Spider-Man. Buscema drew, Sal Buscema, right? Because his brother John. Really, really such a mainstay in the Spectacular Spider-Man run when I collected those books in the 80s. So, 36 might be, let me see. That might be one of the books I need. I have a few in the web that I need. Let me look at my CLZ real quick and I'll tell you. 36. Yes, I have 36. I need 18, 32, 103, 118, and 119. I think 118 is Scarlet Spider, I think, the first appearance. But yeah, so that's the books I have that I picked up this past week. I have one, like I said, one Marvel team up to go to complete the series. So, and then, like I said, 5 on web. And then I think I have 5 or 6 on Spider-Man Volume 1, the Todd McFarlane series. So I'm getting close on 3 runs that I'll be hopefully in the next couple months be done with it, man. So I'm excited for that. I'm looking forward to kind of check boxing those, and then I can start focusing on Spectacular and Amazing. So let's see. Yeah, no, whole run 1 through 50. So I have just one more to go, and that'll be it. So I have 149 issues in the boxes right now. So Christopher, good morning. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I really enjoyed the storyline because it's been a different take on Batman. It's kind of the same old, same old, and some of just coming though it's over the top. It's just a little, just the design of Batman, how big he is, how big Bruce Wayne is, and just the dump truck as the Batmobile. It's been fun. It's been kind of a different take, and new readers. Wow, really? Absolute has brought in. That's what they're saying. I have noticed there are a bunch of. I've discovered, recently some, and I don't know if they are comic collectors that are now, coming over from like TikTok to YouTube, but I have seen a few like, early 20s-year-old like channels popping up and doing, comic book content, and it seems like maybe they had a place over in TikTok first, and now they're coming over to YouTube. So let's see. Same, absolutely love Sal Buscema. Yeah. When I heard that news, that was sad to hear, because, like I said, he was such a mainstay in Spectacular Spider-Man, and like I said, just such a solid artist. Pretty that he kept MJ classic look and not. Yeah, right. Yeah, he didn't. She wasn't exaggerated for sure. Let's see. And I was looking forward on some of the Amazing Spider-Man books, and it looks like we're getting the next kind of storyline is going to be, speaking of like MJ, there Carnage, Venom, and MJ as Venom, and so interested to see what happens with that. So. Yes, yeah, Tombstone. Okay, that's what I had looked recently. Somebody actually had a copy of that for sale, a graded copy, and I looked and said, "Oh, I wonder if I need that." But then I went back and saw that I had it in the PC, and I actually, for some reason, I thought Tombstone first appeared in Spectacular Spider-Man. I didn't realize it was in Web. So, Rich, have a good one. We'll see you tonight. Rich will be live tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern. So definitely go check him out. Superman, Wonder Woman, just good, if not better. Yeah, the whole Wonder Woman in hell thing just didn't grab me right away. Absolute Superman seemed like a little bit better a story, but I was like, I don't know if I want to. I just stuck with Batman. So Jimmy G's here. Jimmy, hope you are well. Hope you are staying warm in Florida. It's been cold everywhere. Hope you're doing well. And Woof Woof too. Yeah, I guess that's the thing, right? Snyder just he knows how to pull the right strings, right? Yeah, I don't think I have I don't have I have this dancing. Is that okay? Just me dancing? I know it's not the same as the redhead, but um, uh, okay. Yeah, I've heard. I think the thing too with Batman, Superman, absolute Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, there kind of seems to be. I haven't heard anybody say, "Oh, I love all three. I've been collecting all three," and I'm sure there are people out there, but most have kind of found, "Oh, I like Batman or I like Superman," or I know a lot of people have enjoyed the Wonder Woman story. Um, I don't know. The Batman one just I don't know. Like sometimes I want to have less serious type storylines and want to have where I got to really kind of think and it ties into a million other things where I want to kind of just be mindless if that makes sense. And that absolute Batman, it definitely is not mindless, but it's it's just over the top fun, and I'm maybe not getting so caught up in all of the small details, and just seeing um, classic characters kind of reimagined. That's kind of what's hooked me for sure. Um, Trev made it. What's up, Trev? And we're not talking Spider Man. We're talking Batman, Trev. We're talking DC a little bit. uh, let's see. Let's see. That's funny. Yeah, yeah, no. Being, when you live or have lived in the Northeast or anywhere where it's cold, when you're in, moving to the South now is like, yeah, it's this is not that cold. So I get some people look at me sideways sometimes when I'm walking my dogs and I got shorts on. Um, oh, nice. Well, you got it in. You work for a big comic shop. But yeah, let me just double check. I think. Let's see. Yeah, we got through all my notes. We talked about everything I wanted to talk about. Yeah, we'll kill the camera. That camera. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's wrapping up Saturday morning. I know, like I said, I'll be busy. The missus' birthday today, so got to got to go put my apron on, and I got to bake the cake. Got to get dinner ready later. I got to take care of the missus. So, oh, wait a minute, wait a minute. Ouch, ouch. And they have some bad artists too. Not everybody draws a great Spider-Man. So, oh yeah, you're still using ABX? Okay. Yeah, I still have my pull box down at ABX. So ABX Comics is Augusta Book Exchange. It's Mark Legion of Comics shop, but it's about 45 minutes from me. So I kind of have it's kind of my secondary pull. I'll go down there like every 6 weeks or so and pick up books. Um, he pulls a lot of like maybe variant covers for me, or things maybe if I don't get my local shop is goes heavy on A covers, which is fine because I like to collect the A cover, but um, sometimes he doesn't. If there's a variant, he may upcharge you for the variant. And Paul ABX, I can get it for cover, so I'll pick up some of my variants and stuff there. So, um, but yeah, so we'll wrap it up. Hope everybody has a great Saturday. Yeah, good to be back. Good to be hanging with everybody again on Saturdays. Definitely going to continue to do this unless I've got a show or a con or something going on. But yeah, we'll try to definitely hang out on Saturdays. Good to see everybody. we had a lot of new people coming and old people and Jimmy G, Coco, Terry was here. We had McGroovy. We had TM. We've got so many people hanging out. JSS dropping the links for us. Manny's here. Yes, thank you for all the wishes for the misses. Yep, like I said, no big plans because with just the weather. Now it's actually snowing out. The weather's kind of crappy, so we're gonna just hunker down and hang out at home. So another January birthday. The last of the January birthdays, right? February 1st. But yeah, definitely go check out the shout outs we did. Mr. McGroovy, you've got Rich tonight with Chunko. You've got SideQuest Comics, the Stevie D art show tomorrow night. And I mean, there's a ton of, you got this Mad Spidey's Outback, ton of stuff going on. I think E-Man is on Only Slams this afternoon. John's Comics with Kids should be live in about a half hour. You got Bleecker Street tomorrow. I mean, you got plenty of stuff to watch this weekend if that's what you want to do. So, how instead of saying old, seasoned? Can I say seasoned? You're one of the seasoned people. Is that sounds? I don't know. Sounds kind of weird. But John, are you live at 11:30? Let us know. If you are, then everybody head over and hang out with John at 11:30. Joffrey made it. But yeah, have a great weekend, everybody. And we'll see you next Saturday. If not, I'm sure we'll see you hanging around the YouTubes this weekend at some point. So yeah. But yeah, thanks for hanging out. We'll see you soon.